Listen closely because what I'm about to share will chill you to your core and make you question the depths of human betrayal. I'm a 45-year-old woman, sitting here in my quiet home, finally free, but forever scarred. For years, the 3 young men I welcomed into my life as my stepsons, boys I tried to love like my own, turned my world into a nightmare of brutal, unrelenting violation. They raped me over and over in ways that stripped away my humanity. But I didn't break. I rose from the ashes, planned my revenge, and made sure they paid for every tear, every scream. If you have the stomach for the truth, stay with me, because this isn't just my story. It's a warning, a cry for justice, and a testament to the fire that burns in every survivor's soul. Hit that like button if you're ready to hear how I turned their evil against them, and subscribe for more raw tales of survival. Now let's dive in. Hello everyone, my name is Amelia Harper, and as I sit here in my cozy living room in upstate New York, surrounded by the soft glow of my desk lamp and the faint aroma of chamomile tea, I can't help but feel a mix of nerves and empowerment. I'm 45 years old now, with lines on my face that tell stories of pain and triumph. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, Survivor's Voice, you know I share tales of resilience, but today it's personal. This is my story, the unfiltered truth about how my 3 stepsons turned my life into a living hell through years of brutal rape, and how I clawed my way back to take revenge. Not the violent kind, mind you, but the kind that delivers justice through the system, leaving them to rot in their own consequences. Before we dive deep, pause the video and tell me in the comments, have you ever felt betrayed by someone you trusted? What's your name and where are you tuning in from? Your stories give me strength, and maybe mine will give you some too. This narrative is long. I've expanded it with every detail I can remember, every emotion that tore through me. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's begin. Trigger warning. This includes graphic descriptions of sexual assault, psychological trauma, and the long road to recovery. If that's too much, I understand if you step away. I was born on a crisp autumn day in 1980, in a modest suburb of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My parents, John and Margaret, were the epitome of blue-collar America. Dad fixed cars at a local garage, his hands always stained with grease, while Mom worked night shifts as a nurse, coming home with stories of lives saved and lost. They weren't perfect. Money was tight, arguments flared over bills, but they taught me the value of kindness and hard work. Amelia, Mom would say, tucking me into bed, always see the good in people. Life's too short for grudges. Growing up, I was the quiet kid with big dreams. I loved drawing, sketching fantastical worlds where families were unbreakable. School was my escape. I excelled in art class, winning a few local contests. By high school, I discovered graphic design, turning my doodles into digital masterpieces. College followed, a community program in design, where I honed my skills, freelancing logos for small businesses even before graduation. At 22, I moved to New York for better opportunities, landing gigs with ad agencies. Life was exciting. Late nights at coffee shops, sketching on my tablet, dating casually but never seriously. I craved stability, a family like the one I'd idealized. Little did I know that dream would twist into a nightmare. By 25, I was thriving as a freelancer, working from a tiny apartment in Albany. That's when I met Richard at a networking event. He was 40, tall, with salt and pepper hair, a high school history teacher with a warm smile. We bonded over shared loves, history books, Italian food. He opened up about his late wife, who died in a tragic accident 5 years earlier, leaving him with 3 sons, Ethan, 15, Dylan, 13, and Caleb, 11. They're my world, he said, eyes misting, but they need a woman's touch. I was smitten. Our dates were magical. Picnics in the park, museum visits. He proposed after a year, and I said yes, eager to build that family. We married in a small ceremony, and I moved into his spacious home in a quiet town outside Albany. The boys seemed welcoming at first. Ethan polite but distant, Dylan charismatic, Caleb adorable with his gap-toothed grin. I threw myself into stepmotherhood, baking cookies, helping with homework, attending their games. Richard was grateful, our marriage passionate. For the first few years, it felt like a fairy tale. But fairy tales have dark undercurrents. As the boys hit their teens, subtle shifts emerged. Ethan, now 18 and heading to college, grew resentful, muttering about me replacing his mom. Dylan, 16, flirted inappropriately, brushing against me in the kitchen. Caleb, 14, clung too tightly during hugs. I dismissed it as teenage angst, but deep down, unease stirred. Richard's job demanded more travel, conferences, seminars, leaving me alone with them. I focused on my work, designing from home, but the isolation grew. Comment below if you've ever felt that creeping dread in your own home. It starts small, but it builds. The first 5 years of marriage were mostly blissful. I'd wake up to Richard's kisses, make breakfast for the boys, then dive into my design projects. Ethan excelled in school, earning a scholarship for engineering. Dylan was the social butterfly, always with friends over. Caleb, the youngest, loved my art lessons. We'd spend afternoons painting together. But as they matured, the dynamics shifted. By the time Ethan was 20, Dylan 18, and Caleb 16, Richard's travels increased. He got promoted to department head, gone 2 weeks a month. The boys were young adults now, Ethan in college, but home often. Dylan starting trade school, Caleb in high school. They had jobs, girlfriends, but something felt off. It started innocently, or so I thought. Ethan would accidentally walk in while I showered, apologizing with a smirk. Dylan complimented my figure too boldly. "You look hot in that dress, Amelia." Caleb stared lingerly, his hugs pressing too close. I confronted them individually. "That's not appropriate," I'd say. They'd laugh it off. "Chill, it's just a joke." The psychological toll began subtly. I'd feel anxious alone with them, my heart racing at footsteps. From what I've learned, this is common in abuse buildup. Victims sense danger before it strikes. Research shows long-term abuse often starts with grooming, eroding boundaries. Thus, one evening, Richard away, the boys invited friends over for a party. I allowed it, thinking it'd be harmless. But as the night wore on, alcohol flowed and the friends left, leaving me with 3 drunk stepsons. Ethan cornered me in the kitchen. "You've been teasing us for years," he slurred. I backed away, but Dylan blocked the door, Caleb watching with wide eyes. That night, the abuse crossed into physical territory. But wait, let's clarify. By this point, Caleb was 18. I'll fast forward the timeline for accuracy. The buildup took years. Amelia was 37 now. They pinned me, but it was threats, not full assault yet. "You owe us," Ethan said. I escaped to my room, locking the door, heart pounding. The next morning, they acted normal. I questioned my memory. Was it the alcohol? But the fear lingered. This pattern repeated. Innuendos, touches, isolation. My freelance work suffered. Clients complained about missed deadlines. I gained weight from stress eating, then lost it from constant nausea. Sleep evaded me, nightmares of entrapment plaguing my nights. I tried talking to Richard. "The boys are acting strange," I said vaguely. He laughed. "They're young men, Amelia. Hormones. They'll grow out of it." His dismissal hurt. He idolized them, blind to their flaws. I felt trapped, like many survivors, isolated, doubting myself. If you're a survivor watching, know this: that self-doubt is a symptom. Studies on long-term sexual abuse show victims often experience depression, anxiety, and dissociation early on. I withdrew from friends, hiding bruises from accidents. Comment if you felt that isolation. It's the abuser's weapon. It happened on a stormy night in 2018 when I was 38. Richard was at a week-long conference. The boys, Ethan 23, Dylan 21, Caleb 19, all home for family time. They were fully adults now. Ethan working construction, Dylan in college, Caleb a mechanic. No excuses for youth. We had dinner tension thick. After they suggested a movie, I agreed, hoping to normalize things. But as the film played, Ethan sat too close, his hand on my thigh. "Stop," I whispered. He grinned. Or what? What followed was brutal. They overpowered me on the couch. Ethan first, tearing my clothes, forcing himself on me while Dylan held my arms. Caleb watching, then joining. The pain was excruciating. Physical tears, bites, slaps. They took turns laughing, calling me mommy mockingly. It lasted hours, my screams drowned by thunder. When it ended, they threatened, "Tell anyone and we'll say you seduced us. Dad will believe us." I curled in bed, bleeding, sobbing. The shock was profound. Disbelief, shame, rage. In the days after, PTSD symptoms hit hard. Flashbacks during day, where I'd relive the assault in vivid detail. Nightmares woke me screaming. I avoided triggers, the couch, certain foods. Hypervigilance made every noise a threat. Research on rape survivors shows 94% experience acute stress in the first weeks, with many developing full PTSD, re-experiencing avoidance, negative mood, arousal. I saw a doctor for injuries from a fall, getting STI tests, but couldn't confess. Shame silenced me. Long-term effects include depression. I sank into it, barely eating, sleeping excessively yet exhausted. Anxiety attacks left me breathless. The assaults continued whenever Richard traveled. They'd ambush me, in bed, shower, kitchen. Brutal variations, tying with ropes, using objects, filming for blackmail. "Smile for the camera," Dylan would say. Caleb, the sadist, choked me till blackouts. Ethan controlled, whispering, "You love it." Each time the psychological manipulation deepened. "You're nothing without us," they'd say. Gaslighting, "You wanted this." I doubted my sanity, a common effect per studies on abuse victims. My life became a cycle: endure, recover, dread the next. Work dried up, I lost clients. Weight fluctuated, health declined, migraines, insomnia. Friends noticed my withdrawal, but I lied. Just busy. If this resonates, seek help. Hotlines like Rain saved me later. Comment your coping tips. We're in this together. The next 5 years were a blur of agony. By 40, I was a shadow. The assaults happened 2, 3 times a month, always when alone. Detailed routines, mornings, they'd wake me with violence. Afternoons in the garage, Caleb's favorite, using tools for intimidation. Nights, group sessions in the basement, where they'd drink and prolong the torture. Physical toll, bruises, fractures I hid as clumsiness. Infections from rough acts, emotional, constant fear, worthlessness. PTSD full-blown, intrusive thoughts, emotional numbing. I dissociated during assaults, feeling outside my body, a survival mechanism per trauma research. Socially isolated. The boys spread rumors I was unstable, deterring friends. Richard, oblivious, praised their help around the house. I tried escaping once, packing a bag. They caught me, assaulting me viciously, then confessing to Richard I was leaving him. He begged me to stay. I did, terrified. Depression deepened. Suicidal thoughts, but thoughts of justice kept me alive. Anxiety. Panic attacks at their voices. Eating disorders emerged, mirroring common survivor effects. Therapy? I started secretly, saying marital stress. The therapist noted PTSD symptoms. Hyperarousal, startling easily. Avoidance, skipping social events. But I couldn't reveal the full truth yet. Shame, fear of disbelief. The boys' lives thrived. Ethan promoted, Dylan graduated, Caleb bought a car. Their normalcy infuriated me. I began noting their flaws. Ethan's gambling, overheard calls about debts. Dylan's drug dealing, saw him with pills. Caleb's DUI, he bragged about bribing a cop. This knowledge planted revenge seeds. But first, endurance. Survivors often report chronic health issues. My immune system weakened, frequent illnesses. Mental fog affected memory, concentration. One particularly brutal night, all 3 gang raped me for hours, leaving me hospitalized for appendicitis. The doctor suspected abuse, but I denied. That was my lowest, questioning if I deserved it. But no, abuse is never the victim's fault. Studies confirm victims internalize guilt, but it's the abuser's evil. In 2023, at 43, the breaking point came. Richard away for a month-long seminar. The boys planned a reunion weekend. They dragged me to the basement, tying me to a chair. The assault was savage. Hours of violation, beatings, degradation. I blacked out, waking in pain, alone. Lying there, something snapped. No more victimhood. Revenge, legal, devastating. First, healing enough to plan. I researched secretly, using incognito mode. From survivor resources, I learned about evidence gathering, hidden cameras, legal in New York for home security if no audio in private areas, but for abuse, consult lawyers don't. I bought nanny cams online, clock, smoke detector disguises, installed in bedroom, living room, basement, tested them, storing footage on cloud. Psychologically, this empowered me. PTSD therapy techniques, grounding exercises, 5-4-3-2-1 senses helped during panic. I confided in a hotline. Rain. You're not alone, the specialist said. They connected me to a lawyer specializing in abuse. Plan. Capture assaults on video. Uncover their crimes. Anonymous tips to authorities. Then report. It took months. I submitted to lure them. Soul-crushing but necessary. Footage captured clear acts, faces, voices. Their secrets? Ethan owed $10K gambling. I tipped IRS anonymously via online form. Dylan dealt weed, tipped campus police. Caleb's DUI, tipped DMV with details. Watched chaos. Ethan audited, Dylan arrested for possession, Caleb license suspended. Empowerment grew. Therapy helped process trauma, cognitive processing therapy, challenging distorted beliefs like, I deserved it. Diving deeper into their lives, I became a detective. Using public records, searched online, I found Ethan's gambling sites. Anonymous tip to gambling commission. Check Ethan Harper for underage debts. Wait, he was adult, but debt's illegal if unreported. For Dylan, saw him dealing. Tipped DEA via their site. Drug dealing at college address. Caleb's DUI. Tipped state police with date, location. Evidence file grew. Videos, photos of injuries, doctor's reports. Lawyer reviewed. Solid case for rape conspiracy. New York law. Report to police, get sane exam. Statute of limitations for rape is 20 years since 2019 changes. I prepared escape bag, contacted shelter. Psychological prep, journaling traumas, as therapy suggests. Symptoms eased slightly. Fewer flashbacks with EMDR techniques. The boys sensed change, becoming more aggressive. One assault, I secretly recorded audio on phone. Everything ready. The final weekend, Richard away. Boys arrived, expectant, cameras rolling. As they started, I screamed louder than ever, alerting neighbors. One called 911. Police burst in, catching them in act. Chaos, arrests for assault. At station, I revealed everything. Sane exam confirmed injuries. Footage submitted. Charges, rape, Class B felony 5, 25 years. Conspiracy, blackmail. Boys denied, claiming consent, but evidence irrefutable. Richard returned, horrified. Divorced me, but testified against them. Pre-trial. Bail denied due to flight risk. Their crimes exposed. Ethan's debts, Dylan's drugs, Caleb's DUI, compounded cases. My revenge. Watching them fall. The trial in 2024 was grueling. Albany Courthouse media buzz. Prosecution presented videos, blurred for jury, my testimony. I detailed assaults, tears flowing. Defense claimed affair, but blackmails disproved. Expert witnesses, psychologist on PTSD. My symptoms matched. Re-experiencing flashbacks, avoidance, isolated, negative cognition, guilt, arousal, hypervigilance. Jury horrified. Verdict guilty. Sentences: Ethan 20 years, Dylan 15, Caleb 12. Justice tasted sweet. Post-trial, I moved to a new home. Therapy intensive, cognitive processing for stuck points, group support for solidarity. Recovery. Physical therapy for injuries, meds for anxiety. Books like The Body Keeps the Score helped understand trauma. Rebuilt work, starting channel, wrote book From Shadows to Strength. PTSD lingers, triggers like thunder, but manageable with coping. Yoga journaling. At 45, I'm thriving. Channel has 50K subscribers, speaking gigs, advocacy. Richard apologized, but we're done. No contact with boys, they're in prison, facing their hell. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, comment your thoughts. You're stronger than you know.